Alrighty. I don't know, Margie and Susan, if you're still here. I hope you'll pop back on. I have no idea. I had to shut down and start over. Um, I do not know why. I went to the other room, double checked my internet, and internet was fine. Um, but the 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 live stream kept spinning. I kept trying to do. You guys were gone, and I just kept trying to get back on and trying to get back on, and it was just spinning and spinning, and it looked like my live was still good, but you guys couldn't see me, and I couldn't see it on another. I opened another page and couldn't see my own live stream, and I should have been able to see my live stream on my channel. At least I think I can. Yeah, it says I'm live now. I could have opened it up, and it's yeah. So, um, anyways, I hope Margie and Susan that you have popped back in here. Um, I'm going to continue discussing what I was discussing, and hope to see you guys back. I do not know, and there was 2 people here, and now it's gone. They're gone. So I hope you're still seeing me. I don't know. Um, this is beginning to get very frustrating. Anyways, I use my drop papers to sometimes make pages for the journals, and therefore they're cut 8.5 by 17, and so I have 2 pieces that are like this. What I do is I take it, and once it's folded like that, then I take this one and go in that way, and this one and go in that way, and that's why I end up with these little pieces in the middle. And they're just good spots to journal on or whatever that you want to do. So now that I had a page picked I was going to work on this afternoon that is more done and is ready for some pen work, and of course I can't find it. Okay. And these may or may not be done once I do the pen work on them. Hi, Karen. I was on earlier, and all of a sudden, the couple of people that were watching me, I got a message, my video's gone, and were watching me, I got a message, my video's gone, and it stopped working. So, anyways, it stopped working. So, anyway, I worked on some art journal pages in the first half, and when it uploads, I'm sure that you could see it. Well, I was going to do some pen work, but my black pen's gone. There it is. I use freezer paper all the time, but do you use a heat gun to dry your pages? Because if you do, that plastic on there definitely will wrinkle up. That's one thing. If you use a heat gun to dry pages, Karen, it'll definitely curl up. So, well, that's what's under here is freezer paper. Now, I don't always use freezer paper for drop paper. I have tons of newsprint, and I think underneath the freezer paper on here is newsprint. I wonder if getting it, I can't imagine why. I don't seem to have that much trouble, but I use freezer paper all the time, but I also don't get a lot on the edges. So that I don't know. If you had been using the heat tool, that would have been my guess. But if you're not using the heat tool, I don't know why it would curl up like that. Huh. Acrylic paint shouldn't do it because it's plastic, and the plastic would be fine with more plastic. She needs a hand. Maybe sorry I did that, but that's okay. So, well, it looks like I lost the two people that were watching me earlier, but that's okay. No, maybe Karen, I can show you what. Well, it's in the video. If you, I'll show you what I was doing, and you can decide if I can show you what. Well, it's in the video. If you, I'll show you what I was doing, and you can decide if you want to go back and watch it. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, that didn't work so well. I worked on this page a little bit. It's drying. And I worked on this one a little bit. And it's drying. I put some papers in my glue book. That's what I've been doing. So, as always, this and that. So, and then like I said, all of a sudden they said my video was gone, and I went to check and I couldn't get to it. So I don't know if it died or just what. I started it, I went to check and I couldn't get to it. So I don't know if it died or just what. I started it up a second time. I tried 3 or 4 times to get a new one started and it wouldn't start. I went and checked the video. Went and double checked that my husband was not playing a video game, although it really shouldn't matter. We've got enough internet speed that it shouldn't matter. Yeah, Karen, you might want to watch it later if you're interested. Today was not really planned, and I have had so much trouble, and I had trouble with the computer and videos, and I wanted to watch Mary this evening. I don't know if you watch her, but she's called the Mary Altier. She goes live on Friday evenings, so I kind of want to watch her later. So I didn't want to try to do a live when she was on evenings. So I kind of want to watch her later. So I didn't want to try to do a live when she was on either. So Are you working on anything, Karen? Last time you were working on a postcard. I'm real excited. Can't wait to see it. I'm sorry that you're all alone in here. Like I said, I had a couple of people watching and then it just went away. So I don't like her arm. It looks like a puff of smoke, so we'll have to fix that. Somehow. I knew when I did it I shouldn't have done it. Do you ever do things like that? You shouldn't. Oh, goody. I'll be watching for it. I didn't see. Are you working on anything right now? Oh, Susan, you're back. Yay. I'm sorry. I don't know where my live stream went to. The it was gone. It didn't act like it went away, but I couldn't find it. You guys were gone. It was just it was behaving just like it is now. So I don't know what it did. Susan, we were talking about the way I make these books. Anyways, if when this gets published, if you want to watch the beginning of it, the second part, what I do was take 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I make a fold at the 8.5 inch mark, and then I can layer them like so. But I also sometimes use my drop papers, and when I use my drop papers, they're bigger, so I just cut them to fit in that spot. And like I said, I really don't like what I did there. So I think she will get some wings. Oh, I'm cut. I hope I'm not off camera. Karen, I doodled on these book pages beforehand just so that I would have them to use. Okay, those wings aren't big enough. Okay. And the book pages are not sacred to me, so the doodles are not sacred. So if I don't like it and I cut it out and it's gone, oh well, I'll stick it in my glue book or my desk journal or whatever you want to call that thing, and that will be fine. Now that one is too big, so we need to come in there with it. Okay. I may give this girl these. All right. Because I want to do the pin work. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, are you Lisa Conway? Lisa Conway? I'm still trying to learn. That's what I thought. It was so funny when I kept seeing your name, and I thought, my sister doesn't do this stuff. And I kept thinking, hmm, 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 hmm. So, there we go. I was real pleased to see Lisa. And guys, I don't know what happened, but just so you know, I was on for about an hour and a half, and all of a sudden it dumped me off and basically said that my live stream was gone, and it nobody could see me, and I couldn't see it myself. So if you go, there is some stuff I was doing earlier if you want to watch it. And I drew an arm on this girl, and I don't like it, so we're adding some funny little wings to our creature ladies. So I will put that in there later. And yeah. And that one in there later. And I think maybe we'll I liked it better the way it was. No. I don't like to, so I think we'll add, no. No, put it back where I had it. No, put it back where I had it. I'll put that in over there later. Now, because I was working on the pen work, and that's Lisa, I actually have a video I'm going to upload this weekend of doing that, just because I've had so much technology trouble. I haven't been able to do my videos. And I wanted to use these today. So there's actually, well, let me show you. I used them earlier. And this is not my idea. I saw somebody, and I cannot remember who, and this is not my idea. I saw somebody, and I cannot remember who, and I've been hunting and hunting the video, and I can't find it. I cannot find who it was that had done the book pages, and she had them along the edge of her video of her page, and I can't find it, and I really wanted to give her credit for it because it was such a cool idea. And you see something one time in a video, and I've been trying to write down who it is so that I don't do this, forget. Now, I love these Uniball white pigment inks. And thanks, Lisa. Uh, oh yeah, I like to doodle on the envelopes too. Um, I I have a reason for needing some of those size 10 envelopes, so you guys will just have to watch my videos to find out why I need them. But I love these Uniball pens. However, I've been hearing all these things about the Posca pens, and I don't have one, and nobody in town sells them. So I'm going to have to try to order some because I don't like the thickness of the Sharpies. And somebody was using a tiny little pointed Posca pen to do dots on circles, and I'm going to have to find that video too. And her her dots are amazingly small, so um, I I really I really want to try them, so I'll have to order some. For Pensacola being a good sized town, we only have box stores. There's no longer art supply stores anywhere. The closest Dick Blick is in Atlanta, and that's 5 hours away. And if I can't get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's, I can't get it. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I did find a Stabilo pencil. We have a place here called Can't Get It. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I did find a Stabilo pencil. We have a place here called Hudson's Hardware. Yeah, Susan, I'm sure Amazon has them. Um, I don't order a lot of things because we have issues with stuff disappearing off the porch. I don't order a lot of things because we have issues with stuff disappearing off the porch in Pensacola a lot. What I'll probably do is order them and have them sent to Mom. She's home usually in the afternoons, so I imagine JetPens has them too. I don't know if you guys have ever used them, but they're supposedly really good when it comes to different kinds of pens and stuff. I I want to order some more of these, but I can get these at Michael's. Yeah, Susan, where are you? We're in the Panhandle in Pensacola. We didn't used to, I shouldn't say we didn't used to. We have lived all over the country, Susan. Um, we moved back here 2 years ago now. It's been kind of a weird ride. Um, we were in a wreck in our RV. We were living in our RV, and we're in a wreck, and we still don't have it back. I'm repeating. Again, it's messing up. Guys, I don't know. Guys, I don't know what's wrong, but if it goes again, I'll have to just try to get on another time because this is ridiculous. I'll have to look that up, Susan. I don't know where that's at. Um, Outside of Tampa. Okay. No, we're in the Panhandle. We're in Pensacola. That's not going to show. The Jeff's from here. He was born and raised here. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's lived all over the country too. His dad was military. Um, and let's see, we started out here, went to Texas, came back here, went to Crestview, went to Montgomery, Wetumpka, went from there to Nebraska, to South Dakota, got stuck in South Dakota for 12 years, was not pleasant. Jeff retired a couple years ago, and we sort of were moving back here to watch over our parents. My mom's alone and Jeff's dad's alone, and they're getting up there, so we kind of came back here for that. But we were living in our RV and intended to travel, and then suddenly we couldn't do that anymore because it was gone. Yeah, West Central. Yeah, Tampa is as far south as I've ever been, Susan. Um, Tampa is as far south as I've. Um, hmm, I'm kind of liking that now. Not sure, but what I want is a little bit. Um, it needs more white in it, more white pen work. So sometimes they get stuff on them. Okay, and see, now I don't like it. Uh-huh. Um, I went to Tampa for, convention of some sort. I can't remember what, a sewing machine convention back when I taught specialty sewing classes and worked for the dealer over in Crestview. Um, I'm gonna get these out of the way for right now. Anyways, I have not been further south than that, and I have never been to a lot of the um, I'd like to go to where the manatees are. Oh, your husband goes to work late, Susan. It's a good thing mine doesn't want coffee before work because I don't make coffee. He has to make his own. Lisa, are you still here? If you are, um, do you know of any of the group in general that streams on Friday afternoon? I know Mary streams Friday night and Dee Dee streams sometimes Friday morning. I'm trying to find a time when sort of to plan on a stream. If that makes sense. Because just jumping on live, just whenever if I could plan it so that you guys would know when I was coming on. I mean, it's fun to do anyways. I don't mind doing it whenever, even for myself, but thanks. I like the white doodles are always a good thing. Um, Lisa, did you happen to hear my question? Do you know of anybody that from the group from Beck's group that streams on Friday afternoon? Because yours is Wednesday night, is that right? I'm trying to write them all down and so that I can not only watch but not be on when someone else is on. Okay. Well, if she doesn't do it all the time, if it's not a scheduled thing, I might try to start doing Friday afternoons. That's usually a time, it depends. There are times when I have internet things where I have to be on for work. So I never, I'm never real consistent with my videos either. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking it. I don't know that the white's going to show up on this page, but I still think I'll do it. You guys probably can't see it at all, but it does show up on the page. Let's see. No, you can't see it. Yours is Monday night and Bex is Wednesday night. Okay. All right. Well, and I know Dee Dee Willingham's is Monday and Wednesday mornings. Mary's is Friday night. The Mary Altier, she's Friday night. So Zoom tight, Jeffrey. It's so hot outside that Jeff didn't go out. He had a migraine today, so he's been hanging out in the living room. I told him he had to be quiet. He's been in there totally silent. Yeah, Lisa, the big thing is finding a consistent time. Um, and unfortunately, mornings don't, well, or fortunately, because a lot of the mornings are taken up. I usually make beads in the morning, so because it's not hot yet, and even this afternoon, my studio is warm. It's air conditioned. I mean, it's part of the house, but I have 8 great big huge windows, and so two whole walls are windows, and because of that, it can get warm in here, and when I start making beads and have a torch and a kiln and the whole kit and caboodle on, it gets very warm in here. So I think I'm going to call that one done. I kind of like it. Mm-hmm. Now, Lisa, you haven't seen, I don't know if you've watched some of the others. Um, okay. The I these books I when I finished doing the pages in them, I've got one that I'm writing in. I actually journal in them, and so I leave a lot of blank space so that I can write in them, and that means that to me that's done, so that it has place. I'm happy with this. Other than I'm going to put my wings on now. Um, and when I finish one of these books, I will come back and do a flip for you guys so that before I start writing in it. But I'm going to put these pieces of wing on here now. I think they're wings. I'm not sure what they are. Maybe they're capes. They're super lady capes. How about that? Yeah, and finding a time is one of the big things I think is going to be the issue. There we go. Now I covered up the ugly arm I made. Lisa, I don't know if you've been to the channel. Karen, I hope you're still here. I didn't see you go. Sorry guys, I get distracted. But Lisa, I've got a subby giveaway going. It's in a video. It's so you might want to check it out. I'm giving away a stamp set if you're interested. I was really excited. I've only been making videos since January. I don't know how long, Lisa. I know you make videos all the time, but I don't know how long you've been doing it. I have to admit that while I watch videos, I don't always. First off, I have trouble remembering things. So if I watch something that I think I want to try out, I try to write it down because, like I said, the book page idea is not mine, and I cannot find the video. All she had was and I think it was a flip. I think it was like a journal flip that I had watched, and there was this piece of book page with a doodle on it. It wasn't a discussion about it, and I can't find it. So, all right. So I'm going to kind of call that one done. Let's see if this other one is dry enough that I can work on it some more. Yes, it is. But I don't know that I want to work on that page. And I keep several of these going. This is the page I worked on last live. It needs some words, and I'm not sure, but what I'm going to go back over this area with some gesso or some white paint, water, thin down, so that I have a better place to write. But thanks, Lisa. Oh, cool. I hope you're doing good with your subbies. I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. That was the whole point of it, just to have fun. Well, I haven't decided if this one's finished or not. That's one of the reasons why I'm not looking at doing the pin work on it just yet. This is the newest book, so it doesn't have as many places that are finished. Maybe add to this page, because I think maybe Nana's place, but for some reason I don't know that it was, but I'll go look. The other thing is you know, there's some of the people I watch have lots and lots of videos, and then I can't you you know, trying to go through them and find something that was just sticking in there. This is my pile of stuff I got out. Why are you scared to start, Susan?